Hey, good evening, audience. On behalf of community man's journey through the I would say pitfalls of domestic violence, I am Clayton back here with a brief update and a live broadcast to just maybe inspire someone who may be going through something similar like me, with regarding a crazy offender who just won't leave you the hell alone. And regarding the fact that law enforcement in itself and its capacity to protect you refuses to do so because of the color of your skin or your gender. Today was a great day for me, people. It was bittersweet, I would honestly say, because I went to court today. Again, I had a court with my offender. It seems that is the consistent part of my life as of the last couple of years. People have said at least one every 2 or 3 weeks I have a court date with this woman. Not because the matter keeps extending. No, people, it's because she keeps filing new litigation against me. I've won several cases against her. But what happens is my offender gets upset because she lost because it's different. It's not, she's used to dealing with the police and prosecutors because she's so well protected on Staten Island, she can lie to them knowing that most of them are bigots and racist. But it's different when you go before a judge, people. A judge has a responsibility to be impartial and to review the things that is before them in the interest of justice and the law. Now, yes, judges can be swayed just like prosecutors and just like cops, but it's a little more difficult to persuade to sway a judge than it is to sway a cop or a prosecutor. So today I get to court, people, and I'm ready. I'm ready, people. Like, I'm prepared. I got my brief. I got everything. People, I'm tired of this. My intention was to try to have the court relitigate the child abuse charges. Now, everybody might say, why? But here's my thinking, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tired of this woman saying I lied on her about abusing my child. People, I never filed police reports for Francine to be investigated for my child. I never did that because I didn't want to destroy her life to the point and have her labeled a child abuser. So I tried to avoid her that stigma. But people, this happened when? Back in 2022? People, this girl has been filing cases on me for 2 years saying I lied on her. So people, I'm so tired of it that I'm trying to find a way to petition either municipal court or state court to hear these charges. Because I have evidence, people, and I have solid evidence. And she, whatever proof she has. And people, I feel if we do that, it'll stop the biggest thing that she keeps trying to have me relitigated for. And people, I'm totally with that. I've been trying to do that for 2 years. See, people, here's the truth of the ACS investigation. It wasn't investigated by the body who it was actually reported to. It was transferred by New Jersey to ACS to offices in Staten Island. And lo, and you can see how connected my offender is on Staten Island. Why is it impossible to believe that ACS, in her favor, closed that investigation? Ladies and gentlemen, the cops have refused to arrest her. The district attorney has refused to prosecute her. Why is it impossible that ACS of Staten Island may have also dropped her case? See, people, her cases are only dropped on Staten Island. They're not dropped anywhere else. They're dropped on Staten Island. And do you know why they're dropped on Staten Island? People, because Staten Island is protecting her, because Staten Island is corrupt. Again, this woman was convicted December 1st of 2022. Within 4 days, she filed completely duplicitous charges on me within the 120 precinct to have me arrested. And once Staten Island, the place where she has all this power, gave her a warrant, she traveled back over the bridge into New Jersey, to the county of Middlesex, to try to use the I-card that the NYPD gave her as a warrant to have New Jersey arrest me. Because people, her only motivation with doing this was vengeance, to get me arrested because she was mad I won that order. So, ladies and gentlemen, I win an order of protection. She launches a plan to go into the 120 and lie on me, and then go to Carteret, New Jersey, and lie on me, hoping that the warrant issued from New Staten Island is enough to show New Jersey that New Jersey locks me up. Today was such a great day, people. I actually got to show a judge that. I got to actually show a judge all of that happened, and the judge totally agreed with me on the record. She didn't grant me all of the reliefs I wanted, but she did admit on the record that every word I'm saying is right. People, I have never lied on Francina Evans. Francina Evans is a psycho. She will not leave me alone. She is completely just obsessed with the destruction of my life, and she is being empowered by people who simply want to help her because they want to hate on me, like her pig friend and like her cowardly brothers, and like the unethical people in the Staten Island District Attorney's office who are violating my rights to protect the image of that office. Again, people, I didn't ask for the Staten Island District Attorney's Office to cook a case up on me because I won a trial against Francina. That's something that Joseph Quirk, a detective out of the 120, did on his own. I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask to be lied on so I would be falsely arrested. People, I tried to tell them the truth and tell them she was crazy and simply have her leave me alone. People, that is the only thing I have asked the Staten Island District Attorney's Office is to be left alone. But people, I'm too black for that, people. The only thing I'm good enough for in the Staten Island in the eyes of a racist and bigot prosecutorial system is jail, people. Because I'm a street guy. I used to be out there. I still have some street mannerisms, so they feel that I'm beneath them. They look at me like a peasant. And it's partly my fault, I'll be honest, people, because in my anger, I showed a lower form of myself that allowed these people to think that I was an ignorant nigga. Unfortunately, District Attorney of Staten Island, you are quite incorrect. I am not going to allow the injustice that continues to go on to me to happen anymore around me or in anything I'm connected to. So I am thankful that this judge on the record today stated that I have not been lying on Francina because that does several things. Now, true, she didn't grant my entire motion to modify the order, correct. But she did give me some positives. And additionally, this is what happens. See, people, when a judge says something on the record, it's taken as the opinion of the court. If it's in your favor, you can use those words to substantiate a claim somewhere else. So now that this judge has finally, now that the judge has finally, in detail, verified every word I'm saying of what Francine is doing, now let the Richmond County DA's office come fuck with me. Because see, now I have a Superior Court of New Jersey judge acknowledging every word I'm saying and asking me why Staten Island refuses to prosecute this girl knowing she is so guilty. Everybody who is looking at this in offices over the Staten Island District Attorney's office knows Francine is guilty. People, the only reason that this girl is free and the District Attorney's office is taking little kids to nail salons is because they're trying to protect their own image and they're trying to hide the fact that they're corrupt. People, I don't want to call out the DA's office. I want to be left alone. I have been my rights, my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights have been violated by Staten Island since February of 2020. People, it all began with the false arrest and prosecution told by the liar who is Gwen Carr. People, Gwen Carr is a respectable figure in the community, so the fact that she lied on me, Michael McMahon's office felt that they had to get a conviction. Now, right after that, the arrest of Gwendolyn Carr happened, COVID came. Within a couple of months of COVID, my mother died. People, there has been continuous constitutional violations within every 12 months and with me and Staten Island since 2020. All of which I have not done, people. I have literally been shitted on by the office of the prosecutor of Staten Island, Michael McMahon, a man who stood with me at a ceremony to honor a park named after my dead mother while he was scheming to put me in jail. That man is a snake, people. He's unethical. He's a pathological liar, and the reason his office is so corrupt. See, people, corruption rolls downhill. Of course, Mackenzie Upshaw, Courtney Chase, and all these other people are pathological liars. People, their boss is a pathological liar. This man lies through his teeth, people, and they'll lie and smile and make you think the majesty and the position of the office means they're honest, ethical people. People, no, they're not. If I can play your recording where this woman tells me I'm the victim, and then show you a text message conversation where she lies and tells me that the very order she's confirming now in an audio recording she's talking about was invalid before I got arrested. People, the order was never invalid. It was legally valid the day I spoke to Mackenzie Upshaw. But you know something, people? I'm too black. I wasn't in the favor of the district attorney's office, so Mackenzie betrayed her oath as an advocate and betrayed her oath as someone who is supposed to respect and honor her own people. That's what she did. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I am really, really glad this judge stated all of this on the record today. I didn't even need a decision once the judge agreed with everything I was saying on the record. People, I walked out the court, I walked right into the victim area, and I immediately put in a petition for that transcript. Because people, the story needs to come out. It needs to be known what Francina Evans is doing. People, she's not a victim. She is an offender. She is a horribly vindictive offender who has abused domestic violence law to such an extent, people, she has embarrassed the structure of Staten Island domestic violence. The domestic violence centers, the family justice center, the DA's office, people, it's a sham. They pick the victims they want to support. They violate the victims they don't want to support. People, I was a victim with a federally protected order that Staten Island put an offender up who was lying on me. They backed her lying movement. Breaking up is not a crime, people, and she cost me thousands of dollars in social slanders for offenses I never committed. People, we have to expose the Staten Island District Attorney's Office. On behalf of Justice and Operation Rock, people, This is a nightly broadcast. Take care. Stop the Staten Island District Attorney's Office, expose injustice, and do it for the community. That's the message that we're preaching.